Hey everybody, what's going on? KSA Kris here from the Real Estate Blitz, and we're going to be continuing on with the home selling and buying education with Kim Steele and Associates. And today we're going to talk really quick about interviewing multiple agents. I'm a firm believer that if you're looking to sell your house, you should be interviewing multiple agents. Now, I've heard multiple things like, well, I want to use my aunt or my uncle or a family member, or I have a buddy of mine who has a friend that is married to a cousin that knows an uncle that has a niece that actually just got their license, right? And this is what always baffles me, and this is why I created this education channel. This is what always baffles me about people that are looking to sell their house. You're talking about, at least in our market, because we're in San Diego County and in Riverside County, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, that's maybe not the case in other states where it's $100,000, but it's still $100,000. It's a lot of money, and you're going to pay somebody to provide a service. And you have to understand, a real estate agent, their job is to provide a service. And I'm going to go in depth on a lot of this stuff here in future videos. I'm going to talk about what questions should you be asking? What should you expect? How do you qualify somebody? But the one today is very important to me. If you're going to sell your house, just because you like somebody, if it's your cousin or your uncle or your aunt, let them compete. This is a business. This is a job. You're paying them to do a job. And at the end of the day, you may find somebody that actually is going to do a better job, either for the same price or less. I hear that a lot too. Well, they're going to cut me a deal. There's probably other people out there as well that'll cut you a deal that are going to do a better job and actually have a better track record. The worst thing that I've ever seen is whenever somebody uses somebody that they don't know, and they just pick the first person that comes out of the gate, is they end up they get this horrible taste in their mouth, like real estate agents suck. They get paid too much money. They took me for a ride. They're trying not to sell my house. They're doing everything they can not to sell it. I mean, you don't want to experience this. So this is why you interview multiple people. So this is what you should be doing. You came up with a decision like, you know what, we're going to sell. We're going to sell our house. Great. The first thing you should do is actually put it out. I love social media because it's a nightmare for a lot of people, but I think it's great when it comes to this one particular thing. You put it out there online in your local group. So like in Fallbrook, they have Friends of Fallbrook. In Temecula, they have Temecula Talk. I could keep going through San Diego, Riverside County, but you put out there, looking to sell my house. Can you recommend a good real estate agent? Look at the top three. Another one that I'll highly recommend. Look at your local area. Look at your local area, and you can actually Google top producing agents in that area. You can actually start doing research on your own. Every real estate agent is going to have what's called a BRE number or a DRE number. BRE or DRE, Bureau of Real Estate, right? Department of Real Estate. They're going to have a number. You're going to Google that number, type in BRE plus the number or DRE in the number, and it's going to tell you true numbers. So everybody that you interview, and we're going to talk about things you should be asking or looking up or preparing when you do it, but you look it up. You start looking at who the top producers are and try to pick the 3 top producers. Now, here's what you're going to get with a top producing agent. There's pluses and negatives, and I'll probably do another video on pluses and negatives, pros and cons of using a top producer or a non-producing agent. But you want to, at a minimum, pick 3. Always pick 3 agents. Sit down and be prepared. Write out 5 to 10 questions that are important to you about selling your home. You know, is it commission that's important to you? Is that how fast will it sell? Is it money? Is it how are you going to sell my house? Whatever these questions are, write them down. You're going to ask each one of these people these same questions every time they come in. Just because you like somebody, do not pick them in the interview. Go through the process. Interview all the people. In the San Diego market, where I sell a lot of homes, I'm usually competing against a minimum of 12 people on every interview. And that's great. I don't mind competing because I know the way that I present what I'm doing and my reputation, I'm going to get that listing and I'm going to get it sold for. However, let them compete. Let me compete. Let a real estate agent actually compete. Let them come in, because what you're going to also see is as you're interviewing multiple people, they'll be like, wow, this guy's really good. Then they'll walk out and you go like, I don't know if this guy's really good anymore. The more I listen and the more I talk to other people, the more I realize that that person really wasn't all that good. This is the big one for you, okay? You don't do this for a living every day. If you're selling a house, and I've heard it before, and I have a lot of people that I've worked with in the past, are like, well, I've sold 5 houses. Great. Over how many years? Okay, so over the last 30 years, you sold 5 houses. So now do you think you're a real estate expert? I sell about 5 a week. minimum. So I know what I'm doing. Most real estate agents, if they're producing, they know what they're doing. So you're walking into something that's not really your expertise. And this is your opportunity to ask questions until you understand. And that's the big one I push on. Ask, 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 ask. Ask as many questions as you can. Ask away. Ask until they just get irritated. And if they get irritated, get rid of them. They shouldn't be irritated. Their job should be to sit there and educate you and to help guide you to get to the point where you accomplish what you want with the sale of your home. But if you're only going to interview one person, you're not going to get the same results. That's all I got today. I can't express it enough. Interview multiple agents, interview multiple agents, interview multiple agents. Do not get fleeced. Do not listen. And if it's your family member, you make them compete. It's about you. It's about getting the most money possible in the shortest amount of time, if that's what you're looking for. And it's about making sure that you don't just give away money because you like somebody. That's all I got today. Appreciate you. And I hope this series helps you out. Have a good one. Bye.